The rain had been falling for hours, turning the streets of Lagos into rivers of neon reflections and danger. Tolu gripped the steering wheel of his sleek black car, heart hammering in sync with the rhythm of thunder overhead. Beside him, Adajeze laughed, a laugh that could ignite the darkest storm, her hand brushing against his for a fleeting moment that felt like fire. They had just left a party that glittered with wealth and arrogance, a world that didn't know the meaning of struggle. Yet, they had walked out with more than anyone could imagine. The briefcase between them thumped with the weight of cash, a symbol of victory and recklessness. It was a moment they could have frozen in time, but Lagos doesn't let anyone pause. The city presses in, swarming, alive, dangerous. Tolu stole a glance at Adajeze, the woman who had been both his salvation and his curse. She looked untouchable, untamed, and entirely his. He wondered if she felt the same fear he felt, that at any second all of this could collapse into ruin. 2 years ago, neither of them would have imagined sitting in a luxury car drenched in rain, grinning like thieves on top of the world. Tolu had been barely scraping by, hustling for every naira, weaving through traffic and touts, scraping together small gigs that barely paid for rent and food. Lagos was relentless. It didn't matter how smart or fast you were, survival demanded sacrifice. Adajeze had been harder to read. On the surface, she seemed ordinary, selling snacks at a busy bus stop, but there was a spark in her eyes, a sharpness that hinted at secrets. Their paths crossed in one of Lagos's countless chaotic moments. A purse snatched, a chase, a tumble into a crowded street, hands touching, hearts colliding. In that moment of chaos, they trusted each other, and the trust turned into something neither of them expected. Love, raw and immediate, forged in the heat of survival. The years that followed were a montage of daring escapes, small cons, side hustles, and nights where they slept in cars or borrowed rooms, laughing through exhaustion and danger. They were fierce together, unstoppable. The city tried to crush them, but each time they found a way to rise. Every day was a gamble, every night a test of loyalty. But Lagos has a way of showing you that nothing is permanent, especially love. Tolu discovered the first crack when he noticed her disappearing for hours, checking her phone obsessively, meeting strangers who spoke in hushed tones. He wanted to trust her, but suspicion is a constant companion when you've learned to survive by your wits. And one evening he followed her. What he found made his blood run cold. She was meeting with men he recognized from the news, undercover agents, people who tracked the city's underworld. He confronted her in the rain-soaked streets, the city buzzing around them. Adajeze smiled, the kind of smile that made you forget reason. "I never meant for you to find out this way," she said softly, her voice carrying over the thunder. Tolu's mind raced. She had been lying, their life together, their victories, they had been a trap. Betrayal felt like a knife to the chest. Yet something in her eyes told him there was more. He couldn't look away. Then came the twist he never saw coming. She led him to a rooftop overlooking the sprawling chaos of Lagos at night. Rain poured, lightning lit the sky, and there she stood, soaking wet, smiling with dangerous confidence. "You think I'm just a journalist?" she asked. Her hand held something he hadn't expected. A key, a small envelope. Proof that she wasn't just reporting on the syndicate, she was part of it. Or more accurately, she owned it. The heiress of the very syndicate they had just robbed. Every step, every plan, every laugh had been hers from the start. Tolu felt a mixture of awe, fear, and infatuation. The city seemed to pause for a heartbeat as he realized he could either walk away and risk death or surrender to the chaos of loving her. Did you think love was real or just another game to survive? The truth hit him like a Lagos thunderstorm. The woman he loved had played him, yet somehow the love he felt was undeniable. The storm raged around them, matching the storm inside him. Tolu's mind flashed to all the times they had survived together. How had he missed the signs? How had he been so blind to the power she held? And yet, even knowing everything, he couldn't stop the pull of her presence, the magnetic danger that made his heart race faster than the city's pulse. They talked through the night, plans, threats, confessions spilling over each other like water. Adajeze revealed her full identity. Her father, a powerful syndicate leader, had kept her hidden from the world. She had infiltrated the criminal underbelly, not just for her story, but to reclaim control. Every small con, every haste, every moment of trust with Tolu had been part of her journey. And now he was part of it too. By dawn, the rain had stopped, leaving Lagos glistening under the early sun. Tolu stood on the rooftop, chest heaving, mind spinning. He looked at Adajeze, and for the first time he realized the truth about the city and about love itself. In Lagos, survivor isn't enough. You either dominate or you get swept away. And love is the most dangerous game of all. The city below seemed to hum with possibility and threat. Tolu had a choice: run and try to survive alone, or step fully into the storm with Adajeze, knowing the price could be everything. He glanced at her wet hair clinging to her face, eyes fierce, challenging, alive. The line between betrayal and trust blurred. The line between danger and desire disappeared entirely. Somewhere deep in the heart of Lagos, Tolu understood one thing: the city could break anyone. But together, or maybe because of each other, they could rewrite the rules. And sometimes, the most dangerous love is the one that burns brightest. As he took her hand, the briefcase between them forgotten, the skyline shimmered with uncertainty and power. There were no guarantees, there were no safety nets, only the wild, unpredictable, heart-stopping dance of survival and love on the edge. And in that moment, Tolu realized he would follow her anywhere, even into chaos, even into danger, even into a future that might destroy them both.